Assalamu alaikum. Today's topic is tenses, all categories, class 10, subject English. First of all, what is tense? What are tenses? A tense is a form of verb and it indicates the time of an action. There are three tenses. So, what are tenses? Tenses is a form of verb and it indicates the time of an action. There are three tenses: past tense, present tense, future tense, or you can say was, is, and will be. First of all, coming to simple or indefinite tenses of present, past and future one by one. First of all, we will discuss simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to talk about habitual actions and general truths. Habitual आदत आदतन जो सरगर्मियाँ की जाती हैं और जनरल ट्रुथ्स और आम अमूमी सच्चाई जो होती है उसके बारे में जो बात की जाती है. So there are two types of sentences in example. First one is I play cricket and the second one is he plays cricket. So look at the verb. In first sentence the verb is used with play, play, and the second is with the addition of s. Why it is different from each other? We will discuss it. So we will discuss the first one, simple present tense of example number 1. Example number 1 we will discuss in this slide, example number 1. So we will take example number 1, I play cricket. The affirmative sentence or the structure will be subject, verb, first form of verb, and object. A subject which used with verb is, first form of verb is I, you, we, they. So I can make sentences with I play cricket, or you play cricket, or we play cricket, or they play cricket. So we use first form of verb with I, we, you, they. So there will be no change in the first form of verb by using the subject I, we, you, they. What will be the negative of this sentence? The negative sentence, the structure of negative sentence is subject plus auxiliary verb plus not plus first form of verb plus object. So our sentence will be I do not play cricket, or you may use rest of the subjects as well. Interrogative sentence, structure is auxiliary verb plus subject plus first form of verb plus object. So what is in negative sentence we use do. So do is used with I, we, you, they, or plural noun. In interrogative sentence we use that auxiliary in the start of the sentence. So our structure is auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb plus object. So interrogative sentence started with by using the auxiliary verb in the start. So our auxiliary with the subjects I, we, you, they, or plural noun are do. So do I play cricket. In this slide we learn that I play cricket. In this sentence, play is used as first form of verb and our subjects are I, we, you, they. So I, we, you, they is used with first form of verb, and if we change the sentence in negative we use the auxiliary do. Auxiliary do is used with I, we, you, they, and plural noun. Now coming to simple present tense second sentence. We take the second sentence or second case. Affirmative sentence, subject, verb, first form of verb, increase of s, es, ies plus object. In second case we have, if we have subjects he, she, it, or singular noun, we increase s, es, or ies according to the requirement with verb. So this is the change. This is the second case which is changed from the first one. If your subject is he, she, it, or singular noun, we increase s, es, or ies according to the requirement with verb and object. So our sentence is he plays cricket. The negative of this sentence will be we use does. Does is used with the subject he, she, it, or singular noun. So does is used with he, she, it, or singular noun. So he does not play cricket. the negative sentence structure will be subject, auxiliary verb, not, first form of verb and object. Now coming to interrogative sentence, we used to use auxiliary verb in the start of interrogative sentences. So we will use does he play cricket. So in second case of simple present tense, we learned that if we are using subjects he, she, it or singular noun, we will increase ses or is with verb, and we will use does, auxiliary verb does, with he, she, it or plural noun. Now coming to simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to talk about action completed in the past. So we have discussed present tense. Now we will discuss the simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to talk about actions completed in the past. So we talk about the past. माजी के बारे में बात करते हैं. Example, we played cricket. We played cricket. So we use the second form of verb over here. Affirmative sentence. The structure of affirmative sentence is subject, second form of verb plus object. The subjects which we can use are I, you, we, they, plural noun, he, she, it or singular noun. So with all the subjects we use second form of verb and we use object. So the structure of simple past tense is very easy. Subject, second form of verb plus object. Now how to make negative sentences of simple past tense. Subject, auxiliary verb, not, verb, first form of verb plus object. So we use did, auxiliary verb in negative sentences. Did is applied with all the subjects written in this column. So I did not play cricket, they did not play cricket, he did not play cricket. And what about interrogative sentence? We use the same auxiliary in the start of the sentence. So auxiliary verb is auxiliary verb, subject, first form of verb and then object. This is the structure of interrogative sentence. So the sentence will be, did I play cricket? Interrogative sign. Now coming to simple future tense. Simple future tense, the future simple tense is used to talk about actions that will take place in future time. Example, I shall play cricket, he will play cricket. So we use auxiliaries shall and will. Affirmative sentences, subject, I and we. We use auxiliary verb shall with I and we. I and we is used with shall with first form of verb plus object. And you, they, he, she, it singular noun or plural noun is used with will plus first form of verb and I, first form of verb plus object. So I shall play cricket or you will play cricket. So in simple future tense we use shall and will as auxiliary verbs. What will be the negative sentence of it? I shall not play cricket, you will not play cricket. And interrogative sentence of simple future tense is, the structure is auxiliary verb plus subject plus first form of verb plus object. So we will use auxiliary in the start of the sentence. Shall I play cricket? Will you play cricket? Along with question mark. Now coming to continuous or progressive tenses of present, past and future. First of all, we will discuss the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used to talk about an action that is still going on, which is continued or which is still going on. Example, I am playing cricket. In present continuous tense, we use auxiliary verbs is, am, are. We will discuss it one by one. Affirmative sentence. First of all, we take the example, I am playing cricket. So we are discussing am as an auxiliary verb. Affirmative sentence. Subject plus auxiliary verb plus verb. Present participle. Present participle, or you can say first form plus ing and then object. So our sentence is I am playing cricket. Negative of this sentence will be I am not playing cricket. And interrogative of this sentence is, as we use our auxiliary in the start of interrogative sentences, am I playing cricket? Question mark. Now coming to the second case of present continuous tense. What is the second case of present continuous tense? We are using auxiliary is over here. We are using auxiliary is over here. The structure will be same. Subject, auxiliary verb, first form of verb or plus ing, or you can say present participle verb and object. So he, she, it or singular noun is used along with s, is. So he is playing cricket. A negative sentence of this negative sentence, subject, auxiliary verb, not, verb, present participle. Present participle means first form of verb plus ing and object. He is not playing cricket. And interrogative sentences, is he playing cricket? Now coming to present continuous tense, case 3. What is case 3? We will use auxiliary verb are. So in present continuous tense, we are 3 kind of auxiliary verbs: is, am, are. We have discussed is, am, and now coming to are. The structure will be same: subject, auxiliary verb, first form plus ing, or present participle and object. We use are with you, we, they, or plural noun. You are playing cricket. You are not playing cricket. Are you playing cricket? So are is used with plural nouns. Now coming to past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. What is past continuous tense? The past continuous tense is used to talk about an action that was going on at some time in the past. Example, he was playing cricket. He was playing cricket. Remember that we use 2 auxiliary in present continuous tense, was and were. So first of all, we will discuss case 1, was. Affirmative sentence. We use was with the subjects I, he, she, it, or singular noun. So I was playing cricket. What is the structure? Subject, auxiliary verb plus present participle, first form plus ing and object. I was playing cricket. Now coming to negative of it, negative sentence. The structure will be same. We will add not with verb. I was not playing cricket. Interrogative sentence, the structure will be auxiliary. First of all, we will use auxiliary, then subject, then first form plus ing, and then object. Was I playing cricket along with question mark. Now coming to case 2 of were, helping, use of helping or auxiliary verb were. Affirmative sentence is subject, auxiliary verb, first form plus ing plus object. You were. So we use were with you, we, they, or plural nouns. You were playing cricket. You were not playing cricket. Were you playing cricket? Now coming to future continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used to talk about an action going on at some time in the future or in coming time. We use shall be plus present participle. Present participle means first form plus ing with I and we. So we use shall be with I and we. We use shall be with now with I and we. Pronouns I and we. We use will be plus present participle with you, he, she, it, they, and all singular and plural nouns. So keep in your mind I and we is used with shall be and rest of all is used with will be. So the structure of affirmative sentence is subject, auxiliary verb, use of be, verb, present participle. Present participle means first form plus ing and object. So the sentence is I shall be playing cricket. I shall be playing cricket. And if we use will, so he, she, it or singular noun is used with will. He will be playing cricket. Now coming to negative sentence, the structure of negative sentence is subject, auxiliary verb, use of not plus be, and then first form plus ing and object. I shall not be playing cricket. He will not be playing cricket. The structure of interrogative sentence is auxiliary verb, subject, use of be, first form plus ing and object. Shall I be playing cricket? Will he be playing cricket? Now coming to perfect tenses of present, past and future. Present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used to talk about an action completed in the immediate past. So we use has plus past participle with he, she, it and all singular nouns. So has is used with he, she, it and all singular nouns, and we use have plus past participle with I, we, they, you and all plurals. So have is used with I, we, they, you and all plurals. And what is past participle? Past participle is third form of verb. So affirmative sentence, the structure of affirmative sentence is subject, auxiliary verb plus third form of verb plus object. We use have with the subject I, you, we, they or plural noun. I have finished the work. And has is used with he, she, it or all singular nouns. He, she, it, all singular nouns. So, he has finished the work. Negative sentence structure is subject, auxiliary verb, use of not, plus third form of verb and object. I have not finished the work. He has not finished the work. Interrogative sentences. Structure is auxiliary verb, subject, third form of verb plus object. Have I finished the work? Has he finished the work? Now coming to past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used to talk about an action completed at some definite time in the past before the beginning of some other action. We use had plus past participle with all types of nouns and pronouns. So we use auxiliary only had. So structure of affirmative sentence is subject, auxiliary verb plus past participle means third form of verb plus object. I, you, we, they, he, she, it, singular, plural noun. We use had. Had is used with all the noun and pronouns. So had. I had solved. We use third form of verb. I had solved the paper. Negative sentence structure is subject, auxiliary verb, use of not, third form of verb plus object. I had not solved the paper. Interrogative sentence structure is auxiliary verbs plus subject plus third form of verb plus object. Had I solved the paper along with question mark. Future perfect tense. The future perfect tense shows that an action will be completed at some definite time in future. We use shall have plus third form of verb with I and we. We use will have plus third form of verb with you, he, she, it, they or singular and plural nouns. So examples are I shall have reached home before it gets dark. He will have taken aptitude test by next August. Affirmative sentence. Structure is subject, auxiliary verb, third form of verb plus object. I shall have solved the paper. He will have solved the paper. Negative of the sentence. Subject, auxiliary verb, not, have, plus third form of verb. Use of have or has. Subject. I shall not have solved the paper. He will not have solved the paper. Now coming to present continuous. Now coming to perfect continuous of present, past and future tense. Present perfect continuous tense is the present perfect continuous tense is used to talk about an action which began in the past and is still continuing or has only just finished. We use the auxiliary verb have been plus present participle. Present participle means first form plus ing with I, you, we, they. We use has been plus first form plus ing with he, she, it and all singular nouns. Now coming to structure of affirmative sentence. Subject. If we have I, you, we, they, plural noun as our subject, we use auxiliary verb have been along with first form of ing plus ing painting and the object the wall, and we use present perfect continuous tense in all perfect continuous tense we use the since and for. We use since and for. Since is used with specific time or point of time, and for is used with unspecific time or period of time. Now coming to affirmative sentences. I have been painting the wall since morning. Morning is a specific time or point of time and 2 hours is a period of time. So if you want to make your sentence I have been painting the wall since morning. If you want to use morning, so we will use since for it. And if you want to use 2 hours, so for will be used for it and the sentence will be like this. I have been painting the wall for 2 hours. So since is used for specific time or point of time and for is used for unspecific time or period of time. Now coming to negative sentence. Structure is subject, auxiliary verb plus not been, first form of verb plus ing, object, use of since and for, time and duration. I have not been painting the wall since morning or the wall for 2 hours. He has not been painting the wall since morning. Interrogative sentence. Auxiliary verb, subject, first form plus ing, object, since and for, time duration. We use have. Have I been painting the wall since morning? Has he been painting the wall since morning? Now coming to past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense is used to talk about the continuation of an action in the distant past before another action. We use the auxiliary had been plus present participle with I, you, we, they, he, she, it and all singular and plural nouns. So affirmative sentence structure is subject, auxiliary verb plus been plus present participle means first form plus ing, object, use of since and for. I had been painting the wall since morning. Negative of it, subject, auxiliary verb not been, first form of verb ing, object, since for. I had not been painting the wall since morning. Auxiliary verb, subject, been plus verb, object, since for, and had I been painting the wall since morning. Now coming to future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect continuous tense is used to talk about The future perfect continuous tense is used to talk about an action which will start, continue and end in the future. We use shall have been plus present participle with I and we. We use will have been plus present participle with you, he, she, it, they, singular and plural noun. Affirmative sentence structure is subject, auxiliary verb plus have been plus present participle means first form plus ing, object, since and for. So the sentence we use for shall is I shall have been solving the paper since morning. He will have been solving the paper since morning. Negative of the sentence is I shall not have been solving the paper since morning, and interrogative of the sentence is shall I have been solving the paper since morning. Will he have been solving the paper since morning? So your activity is revise all tenses. Thank you, students.